Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to my Unprocessed Life. Today is Wednesday, and it's a good day, I guess. Yesterday ended well. I told you about it last night. I forgot about that. I forgot that I talked to you on the way home. Okay, so today we are on track with lots of things. We actually had a pretty good morning this morning. It's crazy how long it takes me to put everything together and get out the door and so forth. There seems to be a lot of overhead in life, in fact, not just in my mornings. But I got up around 4 o'clock this morning. I'm leaving the house at 7:30, so apparently it takes me 3.5 hours with help to get out the door, which is more than I'd like. But there's a lot of things to do. I have to slow juice stuff. I guess I could go back to slow juicing stuff at night, and then I would have more time in the mornings. Maybe that's something I'll go back to. I don't really enjoy getting up at 4 in the morning, but it seems one of the best ways to get everything in that I need to get in. Anyway, so this morning I had about 28 ounces of green juice, which was a green juice made with 4 apples, 3 Granny Smiths, and 1 Golden Delicious, and a head of romaine lettuce. It's the last head that we had. I put a large cucumber in there, a lemon, like I normally do, a knob of ginger, and about 6 or 7 cups of collard greens. I think it was 7 cups of collard greens. And then, what else? Oh, yeah, I also did a cup of parsley today. And, the parsley didn't seem to really affect the flavor much at all. So, in the future, I may do more things like parsley and cilantro because the micronutrients that are in those herbs are really good for you. So we may do a whole lot more of that in the future, depending. I don't know that I'm missing my kale, but I am missing the nice green color that comes from my kale. The nice bright and dark. Vibrant is the word I think I was looking for. The nice vibrant green that comes from juicing kale. It doesn't come through as much with the collard greens and the romaine lettuce. Still green, still nice, still pretty, but I don't know. I think I'm partial to kale. Be that as it may. We're using the collard greens up because they're more cost effective, and I should be done with that third bunch of them this week sometime. So I have to go back to the farmer's market this weekend. There's no two ways about it. Just kind of wait until payday to get some money in to go food shopping, but that's going to have to happen because we are running low, almost out of lemons, out of romaine lettuce. So there's a distinct possibility I'm gonna have to grab some stuff today just to get through. So there will be another trip back to the farmer's market at some point in the next week or so, or less than a week. What else? So that was what green juice I had this morning, and then I also entered pretty much everything but my green juice, all my vitamins and stuff, into my chronometer, which has been helping. By the way, I'm back down about 6 pounds or so from the time that I came back from Nashville. I'd gotten back up to around 300, and now I'm back down to about 294.5 or so. So 5 pounds, something like that. So I'm feeling good about that. I think that for me, one of the keys has been to try to make sure that I keep the calories around 2,000 calories or less a day, and then also try to make sure that I hit my 80-10-10 from the macronutrient level. Try to stay as raw as I can, and then as situations dictate, then we can take a look at other options. I'm really kind of pumped that I found some low-fat fast food options, even though they aren't completely ideal, obviously. But the nice thing is that if I am stuck for time or resources, I can go get a Veggie Delight from Subway, a foot long, and it won't hurt my day really, as far as what I'm trying to accomplish on a daily basis. So that's nice. I also did some other calculations with things like Moe's Art Vandalay with no tofu or any meat substitute in it. A little bit higher in fat than the Subway, and probably about 200 calories more if you go with the tortilla, with the actual burrito. I'm a huge burrito fan. It's like my thing. I just love burritos. If I'm going to a Mexican restaurant, I'm eating Mexican food, odds are I'm going to be eating a burrito, because I just love them. I just love burritos. They're kind of my thing when it comes to Mexican food. They're my thing. So I also realized that from Moe's I can cut down about 300 calories by not having one. So there's a distinct possibility that next time I go to Moe's, I'll be doing a burrito bowl, which has considerably less calories and fat in it than the burritos do. So, but it's still a very viable option. A lot of fresh ingredients there. Stay away from the cheeses, obviously, and staying away from the dairy, meats, things like that, obviously. And I haven't done Chipotle yet, but I'm gonna have to get Chipotle all squared away. I really like Chipotle as a company, and I really like their food. They're one of my favorites, so I need to see. The biggest challenge that I have with Chipotle is that they don't have the same kind of toppings that like Moe's does. You know, at Moe's I can get just straight up tomatoes if I want, or just straight up onions, or just, you know, something along those lines. Whereas over at Chipotle, you know, the only way you get tomatoes is if you get a salsa. And if they, hands down, if Chipotle offered the same type of condiments that Moe's does to go on my burrito, it wouldn't even be a question for me. I would totally go Chipotle. For a lot of reasons. But anyway, I'm babbling on. For lunch today, we are looking at some smoothies. I have 4 smoothies today, comprising 10 bananas, 2 cups of blueberries, and 3 tablespoons of carob powder. Then I also have, I don't know how much water's in there, so I'll have to check that out. But so I've got 4 smoothies, enough to get me through hopefully the rest of the day. I think that may do it. I had kind of hoped that I could do a couple smoothies and then before guitar practice go have a Subway sandwich, but I think I'm gonna have enough smoothies to make it through the day. So that's both good news and disappointing news at the same time. It's disappointing because I really kind of look forward to sandwiches. Sandwiches are, you know, I don't know about other people, I don't know about other guys, but pretty much sandwiches are my favorite food of all time, and pizza is a close second. There are not many things that I like more than pizza and sandwiches. I can just eat sandwiches pretty well non-stop. So that being said, I've got some smoothies to make through today. I already had my 2 liters of water this morning, so I feel really good about that. Which means that the rest of the day I shouldn't have to worry about water at all. I wouldn't even think about it, other than when I have to go to the restroom, which is pretty much non-stop since I finished that, 3 liters of water this morning. Now I know it said 2 liters, but I mean I also had 28 ounces of juice, which is pretty close in water content to a liter on its own. That's like 90% of a liter. So I've had a lot to drink, and a lot of things been flushing, and that's all good, and I'm very happy about that. I also brought another liter of water with me, plus, 4 smoothies, so not gonna have a problem with the water today. May have a challenge with the water closet, but not the water. So there's that. So we're looking pretty good. We're feeling pretty good. For any of you that have come along this journey with me, at the beginning or whatever, I am feeling a lot better. The change in my body, I haven't seen as much change as I'd like to, but I haven't done the things that I think I need to do that. I feel like I've kind of gotten on track with some of the weight loss. I have not started exercising yet. I haven't been able to fit it into my morning. And then I have not, I haven't started exercising yet, which is, I think, a really, really big key for me. And as we discussed before, not just because of the weight loss, but because of all the other benefits that that exercising gives you. I think my lymphatic system really needs a good charge, and I haven't done much with that in a long time. So I know that that's a deficiency I need to get squared away. And another thing, and I'm going to bring it up because I believe in being honest about myself and things. I said I was going to get blood work done at the beginning of this, and I didn't. So I've been about a month and a half, and I haven't done any real blood work. And I guess I'm kind of on the fence about that because I've done blood work so many times over the last few years, and they're all about the same. And so I kind of feel like I need to have some changes before I go back and get some more blood work done. I think there's a good possibility that, I don't know that there's going to be anything good that comes out of going and getting my blood work done at this point, because it's not going to be any different than the other times. It's going to be the same kind of things. Well, you're overweight, you've got too much triglycerides in your blood, that goes down with exercise. I know all those things. So, but what I'm going to do, so rather than going and getting more blood work done, I'm going to go ahead and get all of my previous blood work. The next time I go in and get my blood work done, I'm just going to go get my charts of all the blood work that I've had done over the years. And then that way I can compare it over the period of the last few years instead of just the beginning of this and so forth. Because that's going to be real improvement. It may not be the, first of all, here's the thing. I think a lot of times we do the blood work to kind of prove that what we're doing works. And the changes that you see are going to be proof enough. Unless there's just a real reason, to do it. And you should get your blood work done, a couple times a year, or at least once a year. I'm not saying that. I had mine done less than a year ago. So, I think it's good to know so you can kind of see where things are and any progress that you've made or any deficiencies that you might have. It's always good to be informed. So I will get to doing another blood test, but probably not for another month or two, just so that I can see some progress on it. Hopefully there'll be a lot. I hope. Cross your fingers. Knock on wood. Eat lots of greens. I'm really trying to get back to not being diabetic, and I know a lot of that revolves around weight as well, because that weight you carry around your midsection, or at least that I do, can definitely cause some challenges there, and with heart disease, and the list goes on and on and on and on. Okay, so where was I? Oh yeah, so I didn't get the blood work done. I'll update you when we have some stuff there that we can do. I think that's it probably for right now. I may turn the camera back on if I find something else that's kind of interesting between now and when I get to work. But until that time happens, thank you once again for spending time with me. I love spending time with you. It's one of my favorite parts of the day, and I know there's many other things that you can watch, and there's many other people you can spend time with. So thank you for spending time with me. It's really nice, and I really appreciate it. So if you want to catch anything that I eat, it's over on Instagram. That's myunprocessed.life, and pretty much everything, unless I forget, everything that goes through me goes through Instagram. And then if you need to email me for some reason, you're welcome to do that at myunprocessedlife@gmail.com. No website at the moment, no just the YouTube channel and Instagram. So yeah, let me know. Of course, click the thumbs up, the like button, and share with friends and family and strangers if you like. if you have fun, if you enjoy it. So until next time, have a great day. We will see you again really, really soon.